Hi, this is Kathy He from John R. Wood and Christie's International. Thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. And this is a series of topics that I am presenting. Today's topic is living in a non-HOA community. HOA stands for Home Owners Association. And living in a non-HOA community in Southwest Florida offers several potential benefits for residents who prefer minimal governance and, of course, fees. And here are some of the advantages. I'm going to give you 8 reasons regarding living in a non-HOA. And here we go. And if you like what you hear, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So the first one, of course, is greater flexibility. Non-HOA communities generally have fewer restrictions on your property, allowing more flexibility in, for example, your landscaping, exterior modifications. You can paint your house any color you want. Pink, turquoise. Nobody is going to object to that. Other lifestyle approvals. One big one here are pets. Some of the communities, the HOA communities, don't allow certain type of pet. Any aggressive breeds will not be allowed. Of course, in a non-HOA community, you can have a big pet, small pet, a bird, anything you want. So those are some benefits, number 1. Number 2, lower fees. I think this is the biggest advantage of a non-HOA community because there are very little or none annual fees compared to the HOA communities. So it's not gated, therefore you don't have security. That is an extra expense. You don't have a clubhouse, you don't have tennis, you don't have a pool, other than if it's in, of course, your own property. And again, back to security, if you don't have a gated community, you may want to install your own on your own property, like ADT or Ring doorbell. Those are some of the options that you might want to look at, considering that your community is not gated. So if you don't have all those amenities, then your neighborhood is likely going to cost you less because you're not paying for those amenities. Makes sense, right? Number 3, fewer rules and regulations. Typically, there are fewer of all those because unless you're having a rowdy party and your neighbor complains about noise, it's 2 a.m., there's no governing property on parking, noise levels, appearance. This, of course, provides you with more freedom and autonomy. One other thing is really important, are rental restrictions. Because you're in a non-gated community, you can literally rent for 1 day at a time, 7 days a week, right? 30 days, 60 days, a year, annual. Whatever you're looking at from an investment perspective, there are no rules governing that. Another big one is in some communities, if you have a commercial vehicle, you need to park that in a garage overnight. Some communities actually don't allow you to park in your driveway overnight. So working with a realtor like myself, you will understand all of these when I'm asking you all those questions up front about what's important to you. Motorcycles. I had one customer that has a motorcycle. Well, guess what? The community that we were looking at purchasing in didn't allow Harley Davidsons. Well, guess what? We didn't want to buy in there then. Well, we didn't. My customer didn't. Number 4, less bureaucracy. Without an HOA, there's no administrative burden associated with adhering to these HOA rules. You don't have to attend meetings or participate in any governing decisions. Number 5, privacy. And regarding to privacy, again, you can do any landscaping choices that you see fit for your property. And there are no conforming or strict HOA standards. So you can put up a fence. You can put up a hedge. You can plant trees. You can plant fruit trees. You really are free to do what you want in and around your property. Number 6, sense of community. Some residents appreciate the informal sense of the community that often develops in a non-HOA community. You know, you're outside, you're in washing your car. You know, some HOA communities only have restrictions on washing your car in certain parts of the HOA. Near the clubhouse, there's a designated area. So if this is important for you and you want that freedom, then a non-HOA community is something we should consider. Number 7, avoidance of potential conflicts. Living in a non-HOA community can help you avoid conflicts with neighbors because, you know, you're friendly with your neighbors and you work it out between each other. You're not governed, again, by HOA rules, or you're not going to get fined for parking your commercial vehicle outside overnight. So these are some considerations around avoiding conflicts by living in a non-HOA community. Number 8 is, of course, our lower entry barriers. Non-HOA communities may have lower entry barriers, meaning because there's no HOA monthly or quarterly fee, there are no assessments, you maintain your own lawn, you hire your own pool company, you may hire a pest control company, you have your own cable. Some of those things are included in HOA, and of course, non-HOA community, these are at your owner's expense. So you may be asking yourself, Kathy, I really want to live in a non-HOA community. Where are they? Well, there are areas in, for example, Naples Park is where I have an investment property for sale right now, a lovely 2023 home. It's in a non-HOA community. It's my home that I have listed is 1 block from Vanderbilt Beach. Lovely area. The area has been turning over, lots of investors in there. Another area that I really like is called Palm River, has larger lots, older neighborhood, established, great location off of Immokalee. Great area to look in for a non-HOA community. One other significantly large area is called Golden Gate Estates. Those are larger footprints of land offering 1 to 5 acres in lot sizes, and a beautiful growing community that is also non-gated. So if you liked what you heard today regarding gated and non-gated communities, I've tried to focus on the positives of non-gated communities because it's important to understand what these restrictions are and what the advantages are. This is Kathy He from John R. Wood and Christie's International. If you like what you heard, again, subscribe to my channel. There's many more videos to come in this series. You may reach me at 802-363-2411 or visit all my listings at kathyhe.com. Thank you and enjoy today.